Hello students, welcome to Don Bosco PU College online classes. We are trying our best to make teaching learning experience easy to our students. So subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon to never miss any update.
Hi dear students, welcome back to the next video of model paper solving. See the 34th question. In our previous video we have solved up to 33rd questions. 33 questions we have solved. In this video we are going to start with 34th question. See the 34th question in your model paper. In our model paper we have the question that solve the differential equation dy by dx equals to 1 plus x square into 1 plus y square. We have to solve. It is the question belongs to differential equations. It is a question related to variable separable method. You just separate the variables. Take x variables, take y variables left side and send x variables to the right. Take y left hand side, take x right side. Then take this 1 plus y square in the right side, send this dx to the right side. Then it will be dy divided by 1 plus y square, which is equals to 1 plus x square into dx. Now integrate on both sides. Integrate on both sides. Then integration of dy divided by 1 plus y square is equals to integration of 1 plus x square into dx. So integration of dy by 1 plus y square is tan inverse y. Tan inverse y equals to integration of 1 dx is x plus integration of x square is x cube by 3 plus c. Hence it is a solution, general solution for the given differential equations. It is a question related to variable and separable method. Next, see the 35th question. 35th question is a section formula internal case. Show that the position vector of the point P, which divides the line joining the points A and B, having the position vectors A vector and B vector internally in the ratio m:n. Here we have to we have to prove the section formula. This question is very important. Let the point P divides the line segment AB in the ratio m:n internally. m:n internally. Let P divides the line segment AB in the ratio m:n internally. Therefore, the position vector of the point P with respect to its origin is the vector R vector. Similarly, the position vector of the point A with respect to its origin is A vector. The position vector of the point B with respect to its origin is B vector. For this, you need to write the explanation. Without explanation, if you prove, you are going to lose 1 mark. I'm just proving the derivation. In the notes I was explained, and also you will have explanation statements in your notebook. You can see the notebook. In notebook I was clearly explained. Here I am going to derive this section formula. Okay, see, explanation will be like this. Let O be the origin. Let O be the origin. the position vector of the point P, the position vector of the points A and B with respect to its origin is A vector and B vector. Also, the position vector of the point P with respect to its origin is R vector. Hence, these statements you have to write. OA vector is A vector, OA vector is A vector, OB vector is B vector, OP vector is R vector. Now, the position vector of the point P with respect to its origin is OP vector equals to R vector. The point P, see, the point P divides the line segment AB in the ratio m:n. The point P divides the line segment AB in the ratio m:n. Therefore, AP vector divided by PB vector, AP vector divided by PB vector, AP vector divided by PB vector equals to m divided by n, m divided by n. AP vector divided by PB vector equals to m by n. Now take the cross multiplication. For this, take cross multiplication. Then what we will get? N into AP vector equals to m into PB vector. So n into AP vector, write AP vector in the form of its position vector. So OP vector minus OA vector equals to m into, write PB vector in the form of with respect to its position vector. So OB vector minus OP vector, n into OP vector, OP vector is R vector, R vector minus OA vector is A vector, A vector equals to m into OB vector is B vector minus OP vector is R vector. Now multiply this n inside the brackets. Similarly, multiply m inside the brackets. Then what we will get? N R vector minus n A vector equals to m into B vector minus m into R vector. Take mr minus mr vector to the left. Send this minus na vector to the right. Then nr vector plus mr vector equals to mb vector plus na vector. In this, take r vector outside, r vector is outside, then n plus m equals to mb vector plus na vector. Now we want r vector equals to mb vector plus na vector divided by m plus n. Hence it is a section formula internal case. Hence it is proved. Okay, understand? Hence it is the proof of section formula internal case. Next we will move on to the next question. 36th question. 36th question we have, if A vector is equals to 2i plus 2j plus 3k, B vector equals to minus I plus 2j plus k, and C vector equals to 3i plus j, are such that A plus lambda B is perpendicular to C vector, then find the value of lambda. A vector, B vector, C vector is given, are such that A plus lambda B vector is perpendicular to lambda. Hence A vector plus lambda b vector is perpendicular to c vector is nothing but a plus lambda b vector dot c vector equals to 0. The dot product of these two vectors is 0. Hence it is the concept of this question. If we apply dot product of these two vectors, we will get the value of lambda. Okay. Now find out a plus lambda b. For this question we want a plus lambda b vector. So a plus lambda b so a vector is 2i plus 2j plus 3k plus lambda into b vector is minus I plus 2j plus k. Now a plus lambda b vector equals to, apply this lambda inside the brackets, 2i plus 2j plus 3k, keep it as it is, apply this lambda inside the brackets, then what we will get? So minus lambda I cap plus 2 lambda j plus lambda k. Now again a plus lambda b vector equals to 2i and minus lambda I is there. Take I cap is common. In this take I is common. Then 2 minus lambda. The remaining will be 2 minus lambda plus. Next j. See here we have j. If we take j cap is outside, 2 plus 2 lambda. 2 plus 2 lambda we will get. Plus next k cap. Here we have 3k, here we have lambda k. If we take this k cap outside, then it will be lambda plus 3 plus lambda. Hence we get a plus lambda b vector. Now apply this condition. Since a plus lambda b vector is perpendicular to c vector, then a vector plus lambda b vector dot c vector is equals to 0. So a plus lambda b is what? Write a plus lambda b, 2 minus lambda into I plus 2 plus 2 lambda into j plus 3 plus lambda into k dot c vector. C vector is 3i plus j. 3i plus j equals to 0. Apply dot product. I component into I component, j component into j component, k component we don't have, so that will be 0. I component into I component, 3 into 2 minus lambda plus j component is 1 into 2 plus 2 lambda plus k component we don't have, then that will be 0 equals to 0. Now 3 into 2 6, 3 into lambda minus 3 lambda plus 2 plus 2 lambda equals to 0. Find the value of lambda. Minus 3 lambda plus 2 lambda is minus lambda. 6 plus 2 is 8. 8 minus lambda equals to 0. So therefore lambda equals to 8. Hence the value of lambda is 8. Hence it is the answer. Hence it is a solution for the 36th question. Next we will move on to the next question, 37th question. See the 37th question in your NCERT, in your model paper question. Find the equation of the plane through the intersection of the planes 3x minus y plus 2z, 3x minus y plus 2z minus 4 equals to 0, and x plus y minus 2 equals to 0, and the point 2 to 1. So for this question you have to remember 3D concept. equation of a plane passing through the intersection of the planes. For that, you have to remember first plane plus lambda into second plane equals to 0. First plane into lambda into second plane equals to 0. This thing you have to remember. So pi 1 is nothing but first plane, pi 2 is nothing but second plane. And also this concept is used for CET also. We know that first plane pi 1 plus lambda pi 2 equals to 0. So the equations are given in Cartesian form. Pi 1 is nothing but the first plane. What is the first plane? 3x minus y plus 2z minus 4 plus lambda into second plane. Second plane is x plus y plus z minus 2 equals to 0. Call this as equation number 1. Next, also this equation of a plane passing through the point 2, 2, 1, since it is passing through the point 2, 2, 1, substitute x, y, z in equation 1. Therefore 3 into 2 minus 2 plus 2 into z is 1 minus 4 plus lambda into 2 plus 1 minus 2 equals to 0. Find the value of lambda and then substitute that value lambda in equation number 1. It is x, y and z. I just substituted x with 2, y with 2, z with 1. 3 into 2, 6 minus 2 plus 2 minus 4 plus lambda into plus 2 minus 2 will get cancelled. 2 plus 1 is 3 equals to 0. So plus 2 minus 2 will get cancelled. 6 minus 4 is 2. So 2 plus 3 lambda equals to 0. Therefore lambda equals to minus 2 by 3. Lambda equals to minus 2 by 3. Now I am just turning this sheet to the next page. If you want to make a screenshot or if you want to make a note, you can take. Now let us substitute lambda equals to minus 2 by 3 in the equation number 1. Lambda equals to minus 2 by 3 in equation number 1. Then we will get the required equation of a plane. Substituting lambda equals to minus 2 by 3 in equation 1. Then we get 3x. See the equation number 1. In the first step of this solution, 2z minus 4 minus lambda. So minus 2 by 3 plus lambda. Lambda value is minus 2 by 3. Minus 2 by 3 into x plus y plus z minus 2 equals to 0. Now LCM is what? 3 is the LCM equals to 0. 3 is the LCM. 3 into 3x minus y plus 2z minus 4 minus 2 into x plus y plus z minus 2. Take this 3 to the right. That will be 0 into 3. So 3 into 3 is 9x minus 3 into minus y is 3y. Next 3 into 2 is 6z minus 3 into 4 is 12. Next multiply minus 2 inside the brackets. Minus 2 into x is minus 2x. Minus 2 into y is minus 2y. Minus 2 into z is minus 2z. Minus 2 into minus 2 is plus 4. That is equals to, if we send this 3 to the right, that will be 0 into 3. 9x minus 2x is 7x. 3y minus y is minus 5y. 6z minus 2z is plus 4z. Minus 12 plus 4 is minus 8 equals to 0 into 3 is 0. hence it is a required equation of a plane. And also this method is used for CET. Okay, I understand. Hence it is 37th question. Next, see the 38th question. Now 38th question. This 38th question is belongs to the probability. The concept is Bayes theorem. An insurance company insured 2,000 scooter drivers, 4,000 car drivers, and 6,000 truck drivers. The probabilities of an accident are 0.01, 0.03, and 0.15 respectively. One of the insured persons meets with an accident. What is the probability that he is a scooter driver? You just imagine an insurance company insured 2,000 scooter drivers. So we have scooter drivers. Next to car drivers. I'm just analyzing in a tree diagram. Car drivers, scooter drivers, car drivers, and truck drivers. And truck drivers. An insurance company insured 2,000 scooter drivers, 2,000 scooter drivers, 4,000 car drivers, and 6,000 truck drivers. The probabilities of an accident are 0.01, 0.03, and 0.15 respectively. Once one of the insured person meets with an accident, maybe it is either scooter drivers, car drivers, or truck drivers. What is the probability that he is a scooter driver? What is the probability that it is a scooter driver? We have to find P of E1 by A. This event we will consider A, B, and C, or we will take E1, E2, E3. E1, E2, and E3. E1 event is selection of scooter drivers, E2 selection of car drivers, E3 selection of truck drivers. It is the event A. One of the insured person meets with an accident. Now before that, it is the analyzation of the given question. You just read the question properly, you came to understand the analyzation. So first, total number of drivers. Total number of drivers. How many drivers are there? 2,000 scooter drivers plus 4,000 car drivers plus 6,000 truck drivers. Totally we have 2,000 plus 4,000 is 6,000. 6,000 plus 6,000 is 12,000. So 12,000 scooter drivers we have. Now define the events. E1 is nothing but scooter drivers. E2 and E3. E1 is selection of scooter drivers. E2 is selection of car drivers. E3 is selection of truck drivers. Now find out the probability of the event E1. So probability of the event E1 is nothing but scooter drivers. How many scooter drivers are there? 2,000. 2,000 out of how many drivers? 12,000. Okay, that is equals to P of E1. So this will be 2 by 12. Next, similarly P of E2 is out of 12,000 how many car drivers are there? 4,000 car drivers. 4,000. That is equals to 4 by 12. Next, probability of the event E3 is nothing but selection of truck drivers. So out of 12,000, how many truck drivers are there? 6,000. That is equals to 6 by 12. Next, let us define the event A. Insured person meets with an accident. So P of E1, P of E2, P of E3 we have. Next, let us find out the probabilities. E1 has already occurred. Sorry, P of A by E1 has already occurred equals to. So probabilities of injured person meets with an accident with a scooter drivers are 0.01. So 0.01. Let us write this in P by Q form, 1 by 100. Next, P of A by E2. P of A by E2 is 0.03. 0.03 equals to 3 by 100. Next, P of A by E3. So P of A by E3 is 0.15. 15 by 100. We have to find what? P of E1 by A. P of E1 by A equals to question mark. Hence it is given. Next, apply Bayes theorem. By Bayes theorem, P of E1 by A equals to P of E1 into P of A by E1 whole divided by P of E1 into P of A by E1 plus P of E2 into P of A by E2 plus P of E3 into P of A by E3. That is equals to P of E1 is 2 by 12 into, see here we have the given data, 2 by 12 into 1 by 100, 4 by 12 into 3 by 100, 6 by 12 into 15 by 100. So 1 by 100 whole divided by again 2 by 12 into 1 by 100 plus 4 by 12 into 3 by 100, 4 by 12 into 3 by 100 plus 6 by 12 into 15 by 100. That is equals to, so numerator of the denominator is 12 into 100. Denominator of the LCM is 12 into 100. It can be understood that that will get cancelled. So directly I am writing 2 into 1 is 2, 2 into 1 is 2 plus 4 into 3 is 12 plus 15 into 6 is 90. So that is equals to 2 divided by 2 plus 12 is 14. 14 plus 90 is how much? 104. Therefore 2 ones are 2 5s are 2 2s are, that is equals to 1 by 52. Hence it is a required probability P of E1 by A. Hence it is a required probability. If you want to write in a fraction, you can write, or else you can stop here itself. So hence we have solved 38 questions. I think you knows well that out of 14 we have to choose 10, right? So out of 14 we have to choose 10 questions. I just solved all the questions. Which topic is feel easy for you, you can choose those topics. If you want to feel probability is tough for me, you can leave the topic. So you choose the topic whatever is easy for you. Okay, dear students, till now we have solved 1 mark question, 2 marks question, 3 marks questions. All the 3 marks questions we have solved. In the next video we will solve 5 marks questions. Okay, till that you just practice all the questions. After that come to the next video. Thank you.